The boss offered 50 grand for my breast milk. I thought he was a freak wanting to take it home for a kid. That was until I saw him, body limp and weak, chugging my milk like it was an elixir of life. Only then did I realize he needs human milk to survive. Later, the price tag hit $500,000. The catch? He wanted it straight from the source. For the money, I said yes. Then came the day he asked, for $5 million, would you let me? Chapter 1. My boss called me in. I was shaking, sweating, terrified he was going to fire me. If I got canned, I was dead, zero income. Back when I was pregnant with my daughter Bella, my old company forced me to resign. The hospital bills and NICU costs wiped out what little savings I had tucked away. I was reduced to begging my husband Travis for cash. Every time I asked, it was a fight. He'd bitch about this, complain about that. Don't buy that, that's unnecessary. And finally, the classic line, I'm broke too, Chloe. Thank God my tits were heavy with milk. I could breastfeed, saving us on formula. But Bella's diapers cost money. Clothes cost money. Every onesie she owns is too tight now. Winter is coming to Chicago and she needs a coat. If luck hadn't landed me this job, my baby would be shivering in wet diapers. Chapter 2. You don't need to be nervous, the boss said, sitting across from me. His voice was smooth, gentle. Mr. Sterling is 33 this year. He looks refined, scholarly, and harmless. The kind of guy you instinctively trust. I called you in for a personal matter. My shoulders dropped. I relaxed. Mr. Sterling gave me a slight smile. He's handsome, depressingly so. But what I envy more is the stench of old money on him. He's loaded. I wished I could be like him. God, I regret being so young and stupid. Marrying Travis and popping out a kid before I knew how the world worked. Now my life is a misery, and my child is suffering for it. Chapter 3. Are you currently lactating? I want to buy some of your breast milk. Is that okay? Rest assured I will pay. I naturally assumed he had a kid at home, or maybe a friend's baby was starving and the mom ran dry. In our mommy groups, people ask for donor milk sometimes. Usually nobody charges for it. If you're leaking, you donate. So I said, Mr. Sterling, if you need it, you don't have to pay. Bella can't finish it all anyway. I usually just dump the extra down the sink. Mr. Sterling shook his head quickly. No, I don't like owing favors. Plus, I need a strict daily supply. If I don't pay you, I can't enforce my demands. Demands, okay. If money wasn't involved, demands would be rude. But with cash on the table, that changes things. I nodded. All right, but you don't need to pay too much, just a token amount. Kissing the boss's ass seemed like a good insurance policy against getting fired. Mr. Sterling added me on Venmo and instantly zapped me $50,000. Holy shit. Chapter 4. I stared at him in shock. That's way too much. He stopped me from protesting. Don't refuse. I have a lot of requirements. You've passed your medical checks, so I know your milk is clean. Also, I have some intrusive requests, which is why the price is so high. Looking at that $50K, my heart ached. My bank account currently had $80 in it. I skipped lunch daily, surviving on the free crackers and stale coffee in the break room just to save pennies. I was dirt poor. Because I was poor, Travis and his monster of a mother, Mrs. Higgins, treated me like garbage, and I couldn't dare divorce him. If I divorced him, they'd fight for custody. With no money, I'd lose Bella. Even if I won, I couldn't afford childcare, which meant relying on my mother-in-law to watch her. Leaving Travis meant renting my own place. More money I didn't have. I regretted being young and dumb. I jumped into marriage and motherhood blind. Now, I was trapped in quicksand. But this $50K, this money solved a huge chunk of my problems. Chapter 5. Mr. Sterling laid out his rules. First, you need to pump here in my private office every day. Nowhere else. I need to ensure the milk is sterile and safe. That made sense. Rumor had it Sterling came from a billionaire family. Rich people are paranoid about getting poisoned. Second, to guarantee the nutritional value, you must eat 3 meals a day prepared by my personal chef. Wow, rich people are difficult, but this was good for Bella's milk quality. Plus, eating dinner here meant I didn't have to go home and face Travis and the old hag for dinner. Win-win. Third, during the lactation contract period, I expect you to abstain from sexual intercourse.